coverage as we've not been here in a while, and we have a lot of stuff. This coverage, as you kind of know, most of our warnings are in Canada right now. That's where, that's where our tornado warnings are. Currently, we'll be mostly focused on the areas right over here, and we also do have some tropical development right here, and probably the most worried I'm about is this one right here east of Mexico, as it is looking like it will potentially travel its way, or I think it might travel toward Texas. If there was going to be a tropical storm, this would probably be the most likely. But that's not our focus for today, as that's probably not going to happen today. We're going to be looking at severe weather. Seems like right now it is for the early parts of it. And is this really a severe thunderstorm warning, or is this just heading now? I don't know, but it seems like you have 60-mile-per-hour winds and less than 1 inch size hail, so be aware of that. Apparently the main focus right now is their destructive storm, a softball-size hail. That is just, wow. 6-mile-per-hour winds and softball-size hail. You need to treat this like a tornado warning. You do not need to be messing around with this. If you played, you probably know what softball is. Pretty big. Bigger than baseball. And then we have a considerable one up here, producing lime-sized hail as well. That's insane. This is a storm. Man. We go up here toward Michigan. There's just small hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds activating. We do have 20 severe thunderstorm warnings. Let's go look at our watches real quick, as we'll be going. Basically, that's not the one. We'll be having the risk in just a minute. Okay, let's turn on the tornado. All right, we have a severe thunderstorm watch anywhere in these kind of lightish, kind of like a pinkish red color here. See the counties. So if you're in those counties right there, in counties in northern and central Illinois, north in Indiana, and then southwest Michigan, and some into Missouri, in northern Missouri, and some into northeast Kansas. Everybody's under a severe thunderstorm watch. And let's go with the risk now, because we don't need to be doing that later. Okay, so you do see the enhanced risk for severe weather. Things like just the shark. You have a shark kind of a severe weather. Didn't include that into the thumbnail because I didn't really feel like it. Because, I don't know. But, but there's just a liar. It's probably going to get some rain and some potential thunderstorms and severe weather. And then you have you have marginal risk all the way up here in Michigan, all the way down here into Colorado, and it goes all the way kind of around. And then you have a slight risk from Colorado, Oklahoma, all the way to Michigan. This is a widespread, just a bunch of events are going to be pushing this way. It's going to be a crazy day as we move forward. Probably the most focused area is indeed this area here in the enhanced risk. That's why there's so much storm chasers on the storm. A destructive storm. The tornado risk is low today, but you never can rule it out. This could be potentially irritating, in my opinion. Let's have a tornado possible. It doesn't, but it could. So we still have that softball. You probably need to be taking shelter immediately. Let's look at our tornado risk. It is 5%. If anywhere in the Brown area, we'll have a 5% chance of a tornado 25 miles in your Pacific area. And then you see the 2% is all the way, it goes up to Michigan. Seems like they have more belief that tornadoes in that marginal area have a chance to happen. And then wind and hail are driving these chance risk. You see those these lines right here? That means it's gonna be significant. So wait, so I don't really know the wind. Okay, so it has a 30% chance, a 30% chance of wind in this area, and then and then 15% hatch. So we're probably gonna see some significant wind today, and then it's basically kind of, I think, the same for wind hail. It's smaller. But we are probably going to see some significant hails. We already seeing Chicago's cleaning into hail. So if you're anywhere in those dash lines, you probably need to be weather aware, because that is probably the main risk for today. Do have a 15% risk of tornadoes. I'll probably be live for this. So this area is probably going to be hit the most upcoming. Is there any other? So it seems like that's the only day 4 and 8 between that risk. Seems like this area has a lot of tornado warnings here near Scott City. So let's look at that. Right now we do have 1 inch in size hail near Leotia. I think that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say all these correct, so but you're under a street thunderstorm warning. You're gonna see some quarter-size hail and then some winds. Then you have a severe thunderstorm warning in Scott City. It's alright, but it's not really 3/4 and 70. No. Small size hail and 6-mile-per-hour winds. And then you have a considerable with 70-mile-per-hour winds here in Weston. It's like downtown. See, they're in Springs, and then upcoming. So I don't know which direction the storms are going. All right, they're heading this direction, so that's kind of the direction everything's heading. If you're just wondering today, because I think the trough is kind of dipping down. Let's look at our main focus for today. We have a bunch of destructive furious thunderstorm warnings right now. That is not a good sign. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 destructive furious thunderstorm warnings. That is insane. Let's look at these storms there. If you're in Memphis, not Memphis, Tennessee, Memphis, Missouri, Rutledge, Bering, Indiana, Knox City, Green Top, Queen City, Dowling, probably need to be taking shelter because this is some pretty big hail. We have, I think, some softball size hail earlier. So for this, let's see. Oh. Alright. So right now, they're gonna have some ones there. Currently we're gonna probably be mainly focus on this area right here, because that's where. And let's go look at Canada, because why not? Because that's where all the tornadic stuff is gonna be happening. Oh, that does not look good. Well, I think you kind of see a slight rotation there, but alright. Just checking on it. If there's like a severe thunderstorm warning, we're probably not going to look at it, but it's a tornado will. So if you're watching for some reason in Canada, you need probably to take shelter. Let's see if we can see this tropical storm or whatever it is going to happen. I don't think we can see it because there's not any radar, but wish we can. So it's probably most likely, in my opinion, heading up this way. make landfall somewhere around Mexico. It's just, I know where these other two are. I know this one's going to be heading that way because basically the smaller, the more accurate, and then more wider means more farther away. There is a new severe thunderstorm warning here, just your average 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. If you're Malmese, why is everybody giving me these sound names? All right, let's say there's a town Shelby east of you. If you know that, that's just Broselawn, Grand Park, Low. Around this area, you're going to see some hail and some wind. Currently, right now, we need to be looking mainly at these these are producing softball-size hail, large apple-size hail, and baseball-size hail, and then I think it's starting to weaken because we have tennis ball-size hail. Okay, so just tuning in when we have a severe weather outbreak upon our hands, as we're having significant severe weather, many destructive severe thunderstorm warnings as of right now. We could see some development in new storms, as I don't know if this will be causing the tornado risk today, but it could. In the middle of all of these destructive storms, you have the town of Bloomfield. So, and if you do have family anywhere probably in these areas, mainly in the Slivers and Enchantress here, you're probably get them weather aware. Watch the screen, watch other people scream, Let's turn that off. Let's get dialed. We should see a potential tornado, or that might just be some winds, but I don't know. That's not this. You don't see that. This might be potential, that might be some rotation there, but you do have you have an area like that, so that might be some rotation. I think they might actually call a tornado warning on this. So we need to keep a close eye on the storm. And where is this even rotation at? It could actually, I think the storm is actually capable of producing a tornado. They might actually warn this. So even though you're already going to disrupt the severe thunderstorm warning, you probably still need to be. And let's look in the area of this tornado warning, and it seems like it's kind of calm in this area. Let's look. Wait a second. The tornado warning is definitely. That's weird. I think we might get a tornado warning here. If you're just tuning in, we have a slightly rotating storm here, potentially capable of producing a tornado warning. We do have storm chasers on it, but we're not going to look at them because we can't use them. Copyright, y'all. Currently, we might see a tornado, and that's what my prediction is. So if you're in that area, you probably should be prepared just in case if there is. Let's look at these storms in Michigan right now. I'm going to try to be bouncing back and forth with these storms. There's a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, as we currently have 24, which is whoa. This is this is an enchantress day. I did not expect that. Seems like you do have a new county that just got a power outage from this severe storm that just passed by. Small hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So seems like let's look. 1,000 customers out. Wow. Some customers still out from yesterday's severe weather outbreak. Still, this is a very strong severe thunderstorm warning, or severe thunderstorm. It's heading toward Bering, and I think it's about to hit Bering. Yeah, bad to get there. So if you're in Bering, you probably should. Well, where's this rotation? This looks so much more different. I think both radars is kind of slow rotating. So nothing. Hopefully, Bering, everybody's aware. Hopefully, they know there's really bad hail or something really bad when they can just rush their safe spot. So really, if you like a destructive or a tornado warning, you should probably take shelter. Considerable. I don't think so. Really, our two main. This is the radar we're using. I don't know if it's really the most accurate though. We're kind of in an area where, like, look at this. That's 140 miles per hour. That's 140 miles per hour. Wait, not 140 mile hour winds. Currently we could see a potential tornado with this right now. It's right now 5:15 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon, y'all. Heading to the evening. Alright. Okay. This storm in Canada looks sick. Seems like Canada's having a severe weather outbreak right now. What is this? What is that? Oh, let's get. Okay, well, I don't know what just happened. Alright, we're better. Hopefully everybody's aware that they're under severe thunderstorm warning. And then hopefully everybody's aware on the coast, because, tropical storms can cause storm surge or maybe a hurricane, but there's some tropical development already in June. Early June. As we might see your first tropical storm. Have we gotten the name storm this year? I don't know. I think hopefully we can go live for a certain or a hurricane. We'll try to be tracking. Okay. Right now, in my opinion, be mainly on nights. If it's just a hurricane and it's making landfall, I might go live. Category 2 and up is most likely. Just if it's on a night or something, a weekday, probably won't be live for it or anything. But category 1 is a possibility. Currently we have a bunch of hail producers. Right now, if you're just tuning in, we have a bunch of hail producers bringing us some pretty big hail right now. Well, let's stop doing that. Right now in this area. Bloomfield, give me some names, okay? This is all heading toward the area of Fort Madison and right now. Farmington. It's in the corner of this. So, this is an area that we have to watch out for a lot today. In my opinion, you just probably need to be aware. There's a bunch of destructive storms are happening right now. Okay, if you're just tuning in, well, I just said that. Why? Okay, stop. I don't know why I like to say that. In my opinion, these could be capable of producing tornadoes. Not really strong tornadoes. Not trying to. I think this has a very low chance of producing tornadoes, but don't be don't have to worry about that. there's a 5% chance of tornadoes today, and this is, I think, in the middle of the 5%, like smack down in the middle of it. Let's go look at the radar right now, and then let's see what we have to deal with here. What's the temperature? See that big giant thunderstorm watch. Currently, as you see, going into the night, we have storms going to start arriving at 7, and we will be live probably until there, hopefully. And then, I think at 9 or 10, we'll end the screen, because you see the storm started. But like at 7, probably the prime time for storms. You see, there could be some individual cells. I'm hoping this just stays like a little line of winds, but hopefully it doesn't cause a tornado threat. But I think if there was a tornado today, it'll probably weak tornado. Also we do you see Canada experiencing like that big line of storms. Tornado watch is up there for them. That's our only tornado watch. It's not in the United States. Main focus is inside this big red box here. Seems like there's no severe thunderstorm watch here in Kansas and Colorado. But I kind of get it because they're not going to be really as strong as these storms, as producing really bad hail that could potentially destroy stuff. That's why it's called destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Alright, let's go back to the radar. Let's start in the forecast. See, look at these storms heading down this direction. Okay, that is our trough. It is coming in, and like yesterday, this trough is, and it's just the leftovers from the trough and it's moving this way. It's basically going to be, let's see, maybe some more stuff from yesterday. Hopefully not, because there's some tornado warnings I saw. Right now, if I wish, we had a tornado. No, wait, storm chaser. Why did I say tornado? Currently, this storm is right now in Bering. Oh, let's go at this radar. It's in Bering. Bering, you're probably about to see some hail and some winds. Well, it seemed like it's going to pass you heading toward Knox City. Knox City, you're going to get hit. I think they're going to extend this severe thunderstorm warning soon for Lewistown, Newmark, Ewing, and then Monticello, Ganton, Lacron, and Quincy. This is all heading towards you. A destructive storm is heading towards you, producing some big hail. Also, we might see a tornado. I think this could be capable enough of forming a tornado. If it did get that hook, it's capable of doing that. But it probably won't. These are just new storms. They're just maturing. Hopefully we don't see anything bad happening. There's just this big, just a bunch of storms that I don't like. Look at this. Okay. I know we're not paying attention to really anything else. We're paying attention to this line of potentially destructive hail and soon to be more severe thunderstorm warnings. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our severe thunderstorm warnings here. I think all of them are considerable or considerable plus. Right now, you don't want to be hit by this hail. It's really bad, probably. Rutledge and Gorin, make sure you're aware because you're under destructive. Same storm, I think it's kind of weakening a little bit from earlier. Do we still have that, seems like we don't have that softball size hail. That probably was impressive. I hope everybody was okay. That's destroyed definitely some stuff. I think there was a DVD size sale not that maybe a couple weeks ago. Down there in Texas. For a while, a lot of screw weather outbreaks were in Texas. Now it's just moving up north as our trough kind of dipping down. I will be right back.
Are you ready for dinner? What about the boys there?
We'll take care of that.
Okay. How long been? $30. Okay. Thanks for everybody who's watching. I need to go do something real quick. Don't leave this on, because we'll be a little bit, we'll be back here around 7 for a longer coverage. We're just getting started with this outbreak that looks like it's going to be insane. We are going to be, I think we're going to see some tornado warnings, and as of right now, I think all of our tornado warnings are in Canada. Every single one. It's insane. See you guys. I'll be back here, maybe 7. Okay. So, get ready for a severe weather outbreak that we will be covering in these places. Let me show you. Everybody, be aware. See you soon. See you tonight.